drop, like around 48% traffic has decreased. So, as we mentioned in the previous week, there's a huge surge in the Nigeria traffic last week, and so Yash was discussing with a few of the Nigerian community members, and so the reason we could understand is like so they were promoting Shardeum heavily on Nigeria region through Facebook and their Twitter account. So that has given us a more awareness about sharing project and got huge traffic last week. But this week, so for some reasons, their account has got into some issues, so they were not able to promote Shardium. But with that, this week, if you could see the trend, again, India has replaced Nigeria, and India is topping at around 30% share of the traffic, followed by Nigeria around 17% share of traffic. So, but with respect to search traffic, there's a steady growth, and we were like around 2,902 traffic last week, which is the second highest till date. So, as Subbu mentioned, so in correlation with the black activities and improvement in the SEO part, so we could see some improvements in the search traffic here. So, with respect to email subscribers, so we got around 343 subscriptions last week. So, this includes the previous week webinar that we conducted and last week Bangalore meetups registrations. So with respect to traffic share, so direct traffic holds a higher percentage as usual. 53% come from direct traffic, and followed by social at 20% and search at 19%. So with respect to Liberty metrics, I could see some milestones here. We got around in total transactions, it's like 5 lakh transactions so far till date, the highest. And in terms of accounts, we also reached 1 lakh accounts. And in terms of contracts, we reached 1,000 contracts. So all the three metrics, we reached the milestone till date. So good to see the progress here, and especially uh, the contracts have grown by 27%. So nice growth here. So that's all on the metrics part. Let us move on to the task part. And Priyanka, sorry, I missed to update your slides today as well. So we will connect separately and let's make sure next week I will update it properly. So over to you, Subbu.
Hi. So with respect to the activities from content perspective last week, I will let Ram talk about the Bangalore meetup, the first Shardim's first meetup. Moving on, the Super Shardian reward program has been finalized for past content perspective, and it should be published to the community soon for your review. So working with the blog agencies to find and solve improvement opportunities, with help from Ram again, um, and so the other idea is that right now they are focused on they are publishing blogs around the generic topics, but we also want to have them learn about more about Shardium, how Shardium works, the underlying technology, so that they can start writing about or developing content around Shardium related topics. So I plan to have a monthly session with the agency, so that you know um, we will on a regular basis we will give the regular updates to them about Shardium, starting with what Shardium is all about. So we will announce that early next month, so probably next week. So that is the plan. Now planning is underway for Chennai meetup that is scheduled on 17th September, and I'm working with Ram Crypto Hack, Sriram and Dinesh, Shatriyan, the famous metaverse person, right? So that is on that. So we will continue working towards that and keep you all posted. Anybody who wants to, volunteer for several activities, that we have, please do so. Let reach out to me, ping me, and we can coordinate together. Also coordinating with Ram and a training institute for an in-person university seminars. So we are kind of planning that for next month as well. But that's in the planning stage. So again, anybody who wants to volunteer for that activity, university seminars, but right now, we will start with Chennai again, because we have the meetup scheduled in Chennai. So having a university seminar, at the same location would give us more visibility. That's the idea, and of course we will, come to other locations as well. Shardeum Quora outreach has been restarted with the help of Shuam, and I'm working on the Reddit outreach plan. Shuam again, I did not show that in the metrics because I think we just posted two posts, I would say. So I think from this week we'll get metrics for Quora. Shadia, Swap Finance actually, I don't know whether they are in the call. The developer, they're open for hosting or co-hosting, our first tech-related Twitter Spaces. I convey the message to Chandresh. Chandresh, told me that he will reach out to all the developers, including Swap Finance, and work with all to host Twitter Spaces on Twitter. That's all I think I have from my end. Yeah.
Thanks, Subbu. So with respect to my last week activities, so on August 26th, I also attended Unfold 22. So I was there at the event till 3 p.m. Just trying to understand the happenings over there. So then I moved to our first IRL Bangalore meetup event. So we successfully conducted the event, and thanks to Subbu, Priyanka, Chandresh, Yash, everyone in the team, and as well as especially the community who has supported for this event, and the top contributors who have contributed for the event, and they also helped us in the final logistics part. So thank you so much for the entire community. So without whom this is not at all possible. And with a few metrics with related to this, so we got around 185 registrations, overall registrations. But the actual turnout were around 45 when based upon our estimations. Still, so uh, the place was full overall. And with respect to other feedbacks, so people they really love the sessions. So it's an out and out technical sessions by all the three speakers, and especially I'd say Daud Zago's speech, and they interacted a lot with them on the fundamentals of blockchain, and there are several questions about basics of Shardium. And there are a few hiccups we missed in logistics part. So we have added all those things in our checklist for future meetups. So we will try to resolve all these things, especially few of the social media activities we forgot to do it, but still we made it as a note, and everything will be covered in the next meetup. So once again, thank you for the entire community for this, for the support. So, and we are expecting the same support for our future meetups. So the planned one is like minimum we are planning to conduct 6 meetups during September. At least we got one organizer as of now. For example, Chennai meetup, Subbu have started along with Sriram, and I got the Shardium India team, the community team basically for Kolkata organization, and there's one more. It's a co-hosting partnerships that we are exploring in Delhi for Delhi meetup, so that also going on. So other regions we are yet to, and I got one more interest from the Cochin area. But apart from it, I'm just trying to explore for Mumbai and Pune meetups. So based upon the organizers and any community members' interest, so that also will be happening. Like of course, adding Hyderabad here. That's the plan. So along with that, other activities, the campus webinar. So the online campus webinar. So I did a handover to Subbu for the third webinar. So we are working on that, and we are exploring, of course, the offline campus workshops as well. So that also, as Subbu mentioned, so that also will be executed soon. So apart from it, documented all the learnings of feedback and the future event checklist. So shared internally with the team. After a few reviews, so it will be shared with the Shardeum community for future organizers. So ongoing activity is planning Kolkata, Chennai, and the Delhi meetup. And website, sorry for the delay in all the hiccups again. Ecosystem page will be live in a day or two. There are few authentication issues they are facing in the page, so that also will be fixed. And event pages also will be published in, I would say, around Wednesday or Thursday. So the desktop version is completed. So mobile responsive design is pending. So that also will be completed, so that like that will be one go-to page to understand all the short-term related events. Cool. That's all team from my end. Over to you, Priyanka.
Ram, can I go next?
Yes, Priyanka.
All right. Okay, so I'll quickly give a summary of the PR metrics to the community. So, by our efforts, basically, the reporters who are doing stories on Shardeum fundraising, and also we participated in those stories with comments, and we got covered on of course, with our comments, we got covered on TechCrunch, Your Story, IANS, VC Circle, and Startup Story Media. Um, uh, that's and then it's good to see that there's a lot of buzz and momentum around Shardium and the upcoming fundraising that we are doing. So with our efforts, we are trying to keep the momentum going and participating in a lot of market commentaries and other industry events to kind of stay in the news. um, so now coming to my weekly tasks. So a lot of my time last week went in exactly this, speaking to reporters and talking about what we are up to, and telling them, like, kind of introducing what Shardim is doing, and exploring relationship building calls and all with them. Other than that, I've also been actively reaching out for more podcast and speaking opportunities for Shardium spokespeople, and even for folks like Zahur and all, who can go to dev related conferences and talk about development and all. So that's like outreach was a major thing that I worked on. Other than that, the the what is it, the content and all, a couple of things that I was working on, the publication, like the op-eds, basically, that I was working on. It's still a work in progress. I think I should be done with it tomorrow. Campus ambassador program is also something I'm looking to freeze this week. That's all from my end.
Thank you, Priyanka. So I guess like from our team, everyone have completed their update. So open to community. So do you have any queries, or you want to like to share any updates to us? So feel free to share.
Guys, if you want to ask questions, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, I'll go. So hey guys, I am Aryan, and I already texted Ram Prasad and Subbu about like I'm hosting an IRL Web3 meetup in Indore on this weekend, most probably on 3rd. This is what I decided, and I want to know like what kind of collaboration that we can do in terms of hosting IRL events? Like, what are your goals and what kind of takeaways you want from that event? It could be brand awareness or maybe developers. So yeah.
So yeah, thanks Aryan for the question and the interest. Yes, of course, that we are planning. So first, in terms of partnerships, yes, we are also looking for as co-hosting partners. So where we both conduct the event, and in terms of objective, at least to begin with, it's going to be number one, of course, to be the at the top funnel. It's a brand awareness part. So and brand awareness to the right audience, of course. So the right audience, when we say it's going to be the developers in Web3, Web2 space, and those who have at least interest in the Web3 space here. So that is the major uh, like metrics that we are going to follow for all our meetups. So with respect to it, so if both of us have a same synergy in terms of the expectation and everything, we can together host the event. And yes, we can discuss in detail on a separate call on that.
All right. Thank you so much, Ramprasad, for taking my question. Truly appreciate.
Thanks, Arya.
Hello.
Any other questions?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes,
go
Bipin.
ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I was able to get in touch with the Polygon Guild who were conducting meetups in Ernakulam. So they had previously conducted so many uh, get-togethers for Polygon, and I was able to connect with the main person who was in charge of conducting these meetups, and I had provided the ID to Subbu. I think he will have a chat with the team to check whether our expectations match. They were also looking for a co-hosting partner for their upcoming meet. They were planning to have a Web3 meet in Kerala, exactly at Ernakulam.
Got it, got it. Sure, Bipin. Like so, we'll sync up internally first, and if any queries, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Connect first of all. Anything else? Any other questions? Cool then. Thanks to thanks everyone for joining the call. See you in the next meetup.